Jesus caused a scandal among the religious leaders by the company he kept. They said, "This man welcomes sinners and eats with them." Instead of keeping his distance, Jesus welcomed sinners into his company. He treated them as if he really wanted them to be with him. Though he is the Son of God, he's sinless, he's holy, yet Jesus is found in the company of those who are regarded as the worst of sinners. These are the people who have been pushed to the margins. Nobody had any time for them. Then Jesus tells this lovely parable of the lost sheep. He says, "Supposing one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them, doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it? And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and goes home. Then he calls his friends and neighbors together and says, 'Rejoice with me, I have found my lost sheep.'" The story has a happy ending, and Jesus wants to make an application. He says, "I tell you, in the same way, there is more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous people who do not need to repent." The sinners Jesus is receiving are like lost sheep who have wandered from God because of their sinful lives that they have chosen. Sin has damaged them. Nobody wants them. But Jesus is the good shepherd, and he has come to seek and to save the lost. Some will respond to Jesus and will repent. And when they do, Jesus tells us that there is great rejoicing in heaven when that one sinner comes back to God. The parable really is for us today because there are still lost sheep. Lost sheep who need to know there is a way home. They need to know that Jesus cares for them. They need to know that he reaches out even to the worst of sinners. No one is excluded. And those who do repent of their sinful ways, Jesus brings them back to God. He did it back then, and he continues to do it today. And that parable was told with you and me and every other sinner in mind. The parable is one that everybody needs to hear today.